There is something powerful about stepping onto a trail at the start of your day. The air feels different, the horizons feel wider, and every mile feels like an invitation to discover what you're capable of. This is the heart of my 2026 trail series, exploring the wild places that shape us one slow, intentional mile at a time. But this year, the trail's leading me somewhere bigger, higher, towards a mountain that rises above everything in Colorado Springs, Pikes Peak. 13 miles and nearly 8,000 feet straight up, training for the ascent isn't just about running. It's about learning how to breathe when the oxygen thins, how to stay steady when the grade turns brutal, and how to keep moving when every switchback asks, how badly do you want this? Some days feel effortless, others feel like the mountain is teaching me patience, grit, and humility. But each climb, each step, and each moment of this journey is part of the story. This season is about more than summiting a peak. It's about the miles that shape us, the courage to rise, and the quiet belief that we can always go higher than we think. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to the climb. Welcome to the 2026 Trail Series.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Janie here, and today on our walk we will be kind of chatting about why, at least for me, the mountains keep calling me back, why I keep going back to the mountains, why the impact that nature and the mountains have for me, and why I keep going back. So let's get on our walk. So the biggest thing for me when it comes to why I keep going back to the mountains, why nature is such a big deal for me, is because the mountains and nature put things into perspective. Mountains are unmoved, they're ancient, and they're unchanging. And with that in mind, the mountains don't make your problems completely disappear. The mountains help put your stress and whatever you may be going through into perspective. And for me, it really reminds me how small I am in comparison to the mountains, and how small my issues, my stress, my whatever is in comparison to what's going on around me. And for me, that's just really grounding, really humbling. And a lot of times the mountains really do kind of put me in my place. And I just honestly love that feeling a lot. Another big reason why I like going back to the mountains is because the mountains are quiet, but it's actually not silence. It's not forced silence. And the kind of quiet you get within the mountains is nice because it's, like I said, not silent. There's the wind in the leaves, there's the dirt under your shoes, there's the birds, there's the water in the stream next to you, or something that just, I don't know. And what's nice about that kind of quiet, to me, that just is the mountains letting you be, letting you just exist. And there aren't very many places that just allow that, that allow you just to exist and be you, be yourself without judgment. And so yeah, that feeling is really, really nice, especially in today's world where there is that constant judgment we might get from social media or any other outlet there might be. So it's really nice. That feeling is really, really nice. What I also like about the mountains and nature is that it allows you to feel strong without needing to prove it. Like, it's not when you finish a hike or you get to the summit or you finish the loop or something, the mountains aren't gonna like say, hey, show me your Strava data. Like, no, it's not gonna do that. And that strength in the mountains can honestly look different for everybody. And like, to one person it can be making that judgment call when it's time to turn around. For another person it can finally be finishing that loop by their house. For another person it can honestly be having improved their pace on that loop. Or it can really be anything, and the mountains aren't going to judge you or tell you not to come back because of expectations that we hold on ourselves. We don't have to prove ourselves to the mountains. And that also goes to say why I like going back is because the success and the strength that we see on a hike, a trail run, is internal and not performative. It's about what makes us feel successful, and that's just awesome. So another big one for me is that mountains hold memory. That even if you do the same hike 10 times, each time you do it creates a different memory. It allows you to have a different experience even though you're doing the same hike. And that is just awesome to me, being able to create memories and connect with people, create memories with people that you might be hiking with, or even create memories for yourself if you're hiking by yourself. And this next point also kind of goes back to the perspective shift, because going to the mountains is also a reset. So another, like, this final reason, I guess, for why I return to the mountains is that there is no guilt. There's no shame. A lot of the guilt and shame that we might feel when it comes to hiking or being in the outdoors, I've come to realize comes from my internal, like, guilt, my internal shame. Like, the mountains themselves don't care if you turn around early on the previous hike because you just weren't feeling it. The mountains don't care if you finished a hike and never go back to that hike because you just didn't like it. The mountains always invite you back in. The mountains always are there. They're, like I mentioned earlier, unchanging, and they truly are always there. They're consistent, and they, like, for me, I've come to learn that they'll welcome me back no matter how my previous hike went. Whether it was an amazing hike, a crappy hike, I had to turn back because of weather, or anything that might have happened, I know that the mountains will welcome me back with open arms. video, today's episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like and subscribe and follow. I'd love that. But also what I would really love to know is why you keep returning to the mountains, why you keep going back to nature, and why you love it. Feel free to comment, and I will see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoy some wilder miles.